It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the San Antonio Spurs. For the Spurs, they won their last contest, that game against the Hornets at Time Warner Cable Arena. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset. Riding high right now. You know, we've heard so long that Greg Popovich is one of the best coaches in the NBA, if not the best. What sets him apart, Kenny?
Well, he's patient. You know, that's the difference. Well, he keeps these games and seasons in perspective. He looks at the big picture, not the small picture. And he's adaptable. Adaptability is one of the hardest things for a coach to do, because sometimes they get set in their ways and say, this is the way we're going to play. But then all of a sudden you make 3 or 4 trades and you say, well, should
We're live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at the Spurs. Well, they're certainly excited about this one, and they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. 2 top-caliber teams face it off on the hardwood to do battle.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, whether it's 2 games or 20, you'd love to go unblemished against any opponent over the course of a season. Of course, the opposite is just as true. Getting swept is no fun at all.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, the defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Hill. And it's Calathes in at the point guard position. Leonard the pass to Calathes. Hill, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Hill. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
You want to talk about a fantastic finish. That game had a little bit of everything and then a little bit of extra in overtime. So it was a great, great win for them.
A ton of fun to watch, whether you were talking about it or a fan. I mean, that was a great, great game.
Now Wade, following the miss by Chris Bosh from deep. And it's Mayo, that time on the assist by Wade. Mayo's got 5 points so far. On defense, the Heat. It's a 3-point game. Calathes kicks to Leonard. Pass to Aldridge. 16 feet away. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Here's Bosh, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Hill, a screen on Wade. Pick up by Hill. Pass to Aldridge. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
That's good from Aldridge. Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Mayo kicks to Bosh. Feeds it to Winslow. Mayo dishing to Bosh. Aldridge with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's stolen by Mahinmi. And there's the pass to Mayo. Uncovered. Good. Mayo's got 7 points. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Aldridge with a screen on Mayo. Passes it to Hill. It's stolen by Mahinmi. To the paint, here's Wade. Rebounded by the Spurs. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Now here's Wade. He's coming off a 16-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
San Antonio with the ball, following the miss by Freak, and Green gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
The Heat trail by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. So it's the Spurs now, following the miss by Chris Bosh from deep. Green with the ball. Wade picks him up. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Bosh passes to Mayo. It's stolen by Green. Down low, here's Leonard, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Leonard's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a...
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when... you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Now, here's Wade. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Great D that time from Green.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
We talked about Chris Bosh, and he talked about the skill set and what makes him so difficult to guard. He told me he's very slippery in the post. You think you have him contained, and he'll just wiggle around his guy for a layup. We can never act as if he has nowhere to go down low. He finds space and room all the time. Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Mayo. He's already got 10 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Capella's checked in. Dang comes in for Chris Bosh. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. Now here's West. A 14-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Here's Mayo, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
It's blocked.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Dang, knocked loose. He had stolen by Lamb. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lamb's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mayo kicks to Capella. Back to Mayo. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days. Oh, no. Bad time you slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
For San Antonio, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Free throw drops for Lamb. Spurs leading by 3. West a screen on Mayo. Here's Baines. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up. Calathes has got 5 assists tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Kicks it to Lamb. Four seconds left.